Hello, everybody. Let's start with the first chapter of grade 9, that is classification of the plant kingdom. Today, we are going to learn about lots of information about plants. So, how the plants are layered, how they were developed, how they were classified into different groups and classification, how they were. There are so many types of plants around us. So, now how do we identify which plant is what and what genus or what species does it belong to, or what group does it belong to? How do we identify whether it is a plant or an animal or something like that? So we are going to learn all these things in this particular series of this first chapter, that is classification of plant kingdom. Here we start with the first thing, that is first let me start living organisms. Let's divide how the living organisms are actually divided into the normal classification. That is, they are divided into prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So now if you don't know prokaryotes, eukaryotes, don't worry. Prokaryotes are the ones which are not living. Prokaryote are the ones which are not living, or they don't have the nucleus. Nucleus मतलब क्या होता है? The brain of the cell. जो सेल के अंदर का जो मेन स्ट्रक्चर रहता है, जो उनको सब काम करने के लिए हेल्प करता है, like the nucleus is the brain of the cell. So it will indicate all the possibility, whatever thing the cell has to do, whatever the mitochondria has to do, what the cytoplasm has to do in the cell. All this information is stored in the nucleus, and the nucleus will send all the messages, okay, you have to do this, that, and all that. So nucleus is that. So if the cell has a nucleus, it is a eukaryote, and if the cell does not have a nucleus, then it is a prokaryote. Please understand, this is a basic differentiate, or you can also differentiate by this terms. Prokaryotes are the ones which does not have a nucleus, means they are not living, and eukaryotes are the ones which are living, which have a nucleus. Now, prokaryotes, viruses also comes in it because they don't have a proper nucleus. Said to be prokaryotes में virus भी आते. Okay. Now, eukaryotes are further divided into unicellular and multicellular, whereas prokaryotes are always divided into bacteria kingdom. Bacteria kingdom में क्या क्या होता है? All the bacteria. Sorry for the pause. Prokaryotes will be divided into bacterial kingdom. Bacterial kingdom means what? Where all the bacteria, viruses, and everything else is being there. That is all prokaryotes. And the eukaryotes are the ones which are unicellular and multicellular. Unicellular, we always know amoeba is a famous example of a unicellular organism. That is the protist kingdom. Protista, sorry. And new multicellular, if you know, fungi is there, animal kingdom is there, plant kingdom is there. So in which, what are these kingdoms? Kingdoms are basically big whole. If I say, what is an earth? Earth is a planet where we all live. Same like that, kingdom is a planet for them, a small place where all the fungi are included in it. And animal kingdom means all the animals are included in it. Plant means all the plant kingdoms are included in it. Okay, so such things are kingdoms and all that. So multicellular are always divided into fungi kingdom, animal kingdom, and plant kingdom. So you have to revise this web diagram when you go for your examination. This is a very important web diagram. Please make a note of it, or maybe star mark in your textbook. Okay. Now, Robert Whittaker, you might have heard about it. Robert Whittaker was a scientist who classified these 5 type of classification, which was bacteria kingdom, protista kingdom, then fungi kingdom, animal kingdom, and plant kingdom. Okay, so these 5 types of kingdoms were classified by Robert Whittaker. You will have a question, fill in the blanks on this. Robert Whittaker was the one who proposed the 5 kingdoms classification system for the study of the living organism. He wanted the living organisms to be studied carefully and precisely. So he's just separated 5 kingdoms, like 5 different languages if we divide, or 5 different castes if we divide. So each and every caste will have some or the other people right over there. Same like that, fungi का अलग group बना दिया, animal का अलग group, plant का अलग group, बैक्टीरिया का अलग ग्रुप और प्रोटेस्टा का अलग ग्रुप, ऐसे करके उसने सब डिवाइड कर दिया, which helped him only to classify the organism in a very good and a detailed manner. Now, what are autotrophic eukaryotes? Autotrophic नाम से पता लगता है, auto मतलब खुद से, trophic means can make their own food. So autotrophic means what? they can make their own food. Now, who can make their own food? Only plants can make their own food. Why does plant can make their own food? Because they have a green substance in them that is called as chlorophyll. Please remember, chlorophyll can absorb sunlight. We can only absorb sunlight and use for our vitamins and minerals. That's it. But we cannot use those sunlight to convert into food. The glucose cannot be converted into food. But plant have that mechanism that is called as photosynthesis. They have this mechanism in them that will help them to convert this glucose or maybe the accumulated sunlight and the oxygen when it comes in contact with water and carbon dioxide. So when that the whole combination happens, they can form glucose and oxygen, which is their main product that they are forming, right? Carbon dioxide plus water gives glucose plus oxygen. This is the basic photosynthesis that we have read since 5th standard approximately, I guess. So everybody might be knowing, and if you all don't know, please write it down. Photosynthesis means carbon dioxide plus water in presence of sunlight will give oxygen and glucose. Glucose is the main product and oxygen is the byproduct which they release outside and which we take in. Okay, so autotrophic यूकैरियोट्स मतलब क्या? जो खुद का खाना बना सकते हैं और जिसके पास ट्रू न्यूक्लियस है. Okay, so autotrophic eukaryotes. Plants are autotrophic, eukaryotic, and have cell walls. Acha, one more big difference between animal cells and plant cells is this only, that plant cell will always have a cell wall. Can you see this green color lining out here? If you can see this is what cell wall. Cell wall कभी भी cell को फटने नहीं देती है. कितना भी एक्सटेंड हो सकती है, कितना भी एनलार्ज हो सकती है, बट वो कभी फूटेगी नहीं. Whereas human cells or animal cells, they don't have cell walls. So if they are if there is a lot of content that is added in it, it will blast. Or if it is released out of it, the content is removed out of it, it will completely shrink. But plant cell में ये नहीं होता. श्रिंक होते हैं बट पूरा पूरा श्रिंक नहीं हो जाते. एंड अगर उसमें कितना भी कंटेंट डालते गए वो फूलते जाएंगे, एक्सटेंड होते जाएंगे, उनका स्ट्रेचीनेस बढ़ता जाएगा, टर्जिडिटी बढ़ता जाएगा. द वर्ड इज टर्जिडिटी. टर्जिडिटी विल इंक्रीज, मतलब द पुलिंग स्ट्रेंथ टुवर्ड्स द वॉल्स विल इंक्रीज, बट they will never blast because they have cell walls. Now, why they will never blast? Because the cell walls are always made up of cellulose. Cellulose is not is a substance which is made up of sugar जो कभी भी टूटता नहीं. They don't break. Cellulose never break. Okay, so that is how the cell wall is made up of and which does not break. Okay, so elasticity उसकी बहुत ज्यादा अच्छी है. So उसके वजह से कोई भी कांटेक्ट में कुछ भी डाला हमने, अगर वाटर कंटेंट कुछ भी डाला, so what will happen over there? They will not blast. Okay, so cell walls, I was discussing about cell walls. Cell walls are made up of cellulose, so they cannot never blast, or maybe never they can shrink but completely shrink, पूरे पूरे नहीं हो जाते, and they cannot be destroyed. Okay, basically it cannot be destroyed. They perform photosynthesis using chlorophylls and are a major source of food. They're a major source of food means what? Chlorophyll. Now let me explain you what these chlorophylls. Can you see this green color platelets types of things that you can see here? Plates like things. So that is chlorophyll. Chloroplast करके एक वेसल रहता है. जैसे हम कोई भी सुबह अगर मम्मी दूध देने जाती है, टुवर्ड्स दैट दूध वाला जब ये आता है घर पे, so when that person comes, the mother will bring that vessel and then the milkman will pour the milk in it, right? Or maybe you will drink a glass of water, you will pour water in the glass. So now what will happen here? The chloroplast is the vessel over here, okay, in which chlorophyll is stored. Please understand, Chloroplast is the vessel over here. Chlorophyll will be stored. फिर वो बंद करके उसको और वहां पर ये देखो यहाँ पर ऐसे स्टोर करके रख दिया. See, can you see this? This is being stored over here. Chlorophyll are being stored in the cell. Now, what will this chlorophyll do? This is a very important question. Please make sure you are attentive here. Chlorophyll will absorb sunlight. Chlorophyll will absorb sunlight, and when it absorbs sunlight, it will store in itself. Now, what will happen during photosynthesis, during the daytime? That time, carbon dioxide and water is taken in. Now, what will happen? Carbon dioxide and water both are taken in, and then they react in the presence of that sunlight which is stored in the chlorophyll. जब ये तीनों तीन साथ में आ जाते हैं, they form glucose and oxygen. So this whole process is called as photosynthesis. Okay. Now, how does the carbon dioxide comes in, water comes in, वो सब I will explain you. But फिलहाल, please understand this. What do you mean by photosynthesis and how does it take place? I hope you have understood this. Now let's study the leaf. Okay. So now if not in your textbook, it is not given properly, but you need to know this because there is a transpiration and translocation that is coming ahead, which is very, very important. I hope you should understand this very, very well. Here only I will explain you the transpiration and translocation also. Now, this is the leaf. Okay. If you see a leaf, it is being cut into half. एक लीफ लिया और उसको ऐसे आधे में कट कर दिया. फिर जो यहाँ का पार्ट है ना, वो देख रहे हैं आप. Okay, so this is the layer in between of this leaf. So the leaf will have the first shiny layer, that is the cuticle. कभी देखा है एक साइड स्मूथ रहता है और एक साइड रफ रहता है, तो the smooth side is the cuticle. Cuticle मतलब क्या? एक waxy layer. One waxy layer. I hope you are writing notes of this because ये books में कहीं पर भी नहीं दिया है. So I hope you can write the functions of these all the parts and everything. At least write few functions, whatever I'm saying right now. Cuticle is for protecting. Cuticle is for protecting a waxy layer to protect. Next comes upper epidermis. Upper epidermis, यहाँ पर सिर्फ epidermis दिया, you have to write it upper epidermis because एक lower epidermis भी है यहाँ पर, so you have to write this as upper epidermis. Upper epidermis again is for protection only. So cuticle and upper epidermis are for protection. Now comes the palisade layer. Now comes the palisade mesophyll cells or palisade layer, you can say it as palisade layer या palisade mesophyll cells works, both of them work. ये पूरा green है. Can you see this? Can you see this? The whole thing is green. Why is it so green? Because most of chlorophyll and the chloroplast are stored here. It is completely made up of chloroplast and chlorophyll. Palisade layer is completely made up of chlorophyll and chloroplast. Now, can you just tell me what is the function of this palisade layer? I hope you can get it. It is to absorb sunlight. Basically, chlorophyll है तो sunlight को ही absorb करेगा. एक ही काम है chlorophyll का, to absorb sunlight and give green color to the plant. Okay? ये दो functions है chlorophyll के, याद रखना, to absorb sunlight and to give green color to the plant. So palisade layer का क्या काम रहेगा? To absorb sunlight and to give green color to the plant. Now comes the mesophyll cells. Mesophyll cells या spongy mesophyll cells. ये देखो, ये सब जो दूर दूर है ना, green color के, whatever these green color spongy cells are there, they are spongy and airy. देखो, एक तो कट करके भी बताया है. Can you see those holes in them? That makes them airy. Airy means what? वहां से air pass करने के लिए easy हो जाता है. So यहाँ पर air मतलब कौन सा पास होगा? कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड पास. Okay. Now can you see this? This is a vascular bundle over here. ये ऐसा दिखता है. Vascular bundle रहता है यहाँ. Now what is this vascular bundle having? It has xylem and phloem. It has Xylem and phloem. Now, what is a xylem? What is a phloem? I don't think so. You might be knowing about it. But if you don't know, don't worry, I will explain. Xylem matlab kya? Very important to be noted. Please लिख ले. Xylem is a vessel which helps to transport water from the roots to the tip of the plant. Please write. Xylem is a vessel that helps water to be transported from the root to the tip of the plant. एक ही डायरेक्शन में पानी जा सकता है, फ्रॉम द रूट टू द टिप ऑफ द प्लांट, या कहीं पर भी लीफ में, फ्लावर में, कहीं पर भी, बट एक ही डायरेक्शन में, फ्रॉम द रूट टू अपवर्ड्स. सो इट इज अ यूनिडायरेक्शनल फंक्शन. उसके पास कौन सा डायरेक्शनल फंक्शन है? यूनिडायरेक्शनल. यूनिडायरेक्शन मतलब क्या? एक ही डायरेक्शन में, टुवर्ड्स अपवर्ड्स. ना फ्लोयम मतलब क्या होता है? फ्लोयम होता है द फूड विच इज ट्रांसफर्ड. अब फूड, फ्लोयम क्या करता है? फूड को ट्रांसपोर्ट करता है. फ्लोयम विल ट्रांसपोर्ट फूड फ्रॉम द सोर्स टू द सिंक. सोर्स टू द सिंक मतलब क्या? जहां पर खाना बन रहा है और जहां पर खाना चाहिए, दैट इज द सिंक. Where the food is made and where the food has to go. So, phloem will transport the food from the source to the sink. This is the function, which will be bidirectional. Which will be bidirectional. कभी कभी रूट्स में भी फूड बन जाता है. कभी कभी क्लोरोफिल्स के जो सेल्स रहते हैं वो रूट में भी होते हैं, तो वो खाना वहां पर भी बना सकते हैं. तो अगर कोई ऊपर वाले पार्ट को खाना चाहिए तो वो लोग रूट से भी भेज सकते हैं. और डेफिनेटली लीव्स में तो क्लोरोफिल भर भर के रहता है, सो देयर द डेफिनेटली फूड का क्वांटिटी विल बी मोर. तो वहां से रूट तक जा सकता है. मतलब ये दोनों डायरेक्शन में हो सकता है, ऊपर से नीचे भी और नीचे से ऊपर भी, फ्रॉम द रूट टू द लीफ ऑल्सो एंड लीफ टू द रूट ऑल्सो. सो इट इज व्हाट? बाय डायरेक्शन. इट इज बाय डायरेक्शनल. Please write it. It is very important. Xylem is unidirectional, मतलब एक ही direction, and phloem is bidirectional. Then comes the lower epidermis. Lower epidermis कुछ नहीं है, यहाँ पर भी protection का काम करता है. Main चीज यहाँ पर आती है. Can you see this guard cells? Can you see this cashew-like whose structures are there like this? Can you see this? These are called as guard cells. Guard cells will do what? It is not given here, but it is very important. Guard cells will do what? During the daytime, it will open. It will do what? It will open. Now, when it opens, carbon dioxide can go through it. Or when it is night time, it will close. और ये जो ओपनिंग है ना, यहाँ पर ये बीच में जो ओपनिंग है, कैन यू सी दिस पैसेज ओवर हियर? कैन यू सी दिस ओपनिंग? दिस इज कॉल्ड एज स्टोमा या स्टोमेटा. मोर देन वन इज कॉल्ड स्टोमेटा. और एक जब एक ही ओपनिंग रहता है, यहाँ पर देखो एक ही है, तो उसको स्टोमा बोला गया है. बट एक से ज्यादा है तो स्टोमेटा बोलते हैं. टी ए लग जाता है उसके पास, स्टोमा के पास टी ए लग जाता है, दैट इज स्टोमेटा. स्टोमेटा से क्या होता है? एयर पैसेज पास इन एंड आउट होता है. यहाँ से ऑक्सीजन बाहर आता है, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड अंदर जाता है. डे टाइम में कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड अंदर जाता है, ऑक्सीजन बाहर जाता है. नाउ लिसन वेरी केयरफुली. How does the carbon dioxide goes in? Carbon dioxide goes in from the stoma when the guard cell is open. जब ये ओपन है, फ्लैसिड है. फ्लैसिड मतलब क्या बोलते हैं? लूज. मतलब जब ये लूज हो गया ऐसा, तभी कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड विल गो इन. It will go in, pass through the spongy mesophyll cells and will go and get stored in the palisade layer. अब यहाँ पर पैलिसाइड लेयर में कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड आ गया. नाउ दिस xylem vessel will carry water till the palisade layer and the photosynthesis here will take place because chlorophyll is all there. So carbon dioxide plus water plus the absorbed sunlight will give glucose plus oxygen. Make mark my words, this is all very important. ये clearly तुम्हारे book में नहीं दिया है. I want you to learn this very well, and like if you can draw this diagram, draw it once. That is your homework. Let's do it. Draw this diagram once and also label the things which I have told you extra, which is not there labeled here. Okay. So now when this is closed, the guard cell is closed. Can you see this guard cells is closed here? दैट गार्ड सेल जब ये क्लोज रहता है तो इसको बोलते हैं टर्जिड हो जाता है. ये टर्जिड मतलब क्या, कड़क हो जाता है, मतलब बंद कर दिया उसने, जो इनका पैसेज था गैस का वो बंद कर दिया. when it becomes flaccid it opens and the airways can pass and exchange each other. So remember this guard cell. Okay, now let's start, or maybe let's end over here, revise it, and then we'll continue in the next lecture. Thank you.